so you can hear me, because we are back. The World Series is back. GeorgeBonouki and the Spiffy Penguins and JR and the Atomic Oysters have bested the 2002 leagues, and they're going to go head-to-head to see who is the best in 2002. Good evening, everyone. This is Alex once again, and we are just about to get ready for this absolute monster game, monster series that we are absolutely going to love. We're going to have so much fun. Oh, I am so excited. Are you guys so excited? Because I'm so excited. But before I mash go on the play right here, let's go ahead and take a look at our teams here. Right now you see the start of the video, but I'm just going to list off some lineups real quick. First off, for the Atomic Oysters, that is JR 2604. And they have the Atomic Oysters on Semek Gardens. That was their home field. They were 11-3 in the regular season. Their team consists of Linda Potter, Cindy Chain, Randy Uno, Zena Estrada, Victor Vaughn, Debbie Nagasawa, Jack Doyle, Holly Franklin, and Kay O'Toole. Not a single generic or pro player in sight. JR went into this league absolutely courageous. Went into this league courageous, and he came out strong. But on the other side, it's GeorgeBonouki and the Spiffy Penguins. And there are some backyard kids and pro players on his team. He played at Dirt Yards this year, and his team consisted of George Coleman, Vladimir Guerrero, Leah Wayne, Liz Kinghorn, Ruth Prout, Annie Frazier, Ricky Johnson, Jason Kendall, and Claudia Villarta. Before this game starts, an Oyster series or a Penguin. Nope, that makes sense. That makes sense. This would be an Oyster series and a Penguin series. Or whoever wins the series, that'll be their series. Who knows? Before we get started, I'm going to start a prediction because I want to know who you all think gonna win this bad boy. This will be up for 30 minutes, so feel free to predict whenever you feel like it. And we are going to go ahead and get this game rolling. All right. So first off, we got to get through this top of the first where it's just really nothing but defensive strategy. So the way the World Series and LCS worked this year is that both teams will always be the home team. No matter what game it is, it will always be a home team type of thing. Oh dear, Claudia Villarta seems to have messed up out there in left field, but she recovered and threw it out. And that'll be the end of that. That'll be the end of that defensive half. Let's go ahead and see what George did on the offensive side. Linda Potter will be the AI pitcher for the Oysters, and we are underway. Villarta is the Derek Jeter clone, if I'm not mistaken. So naturally, a good pick for left field. As a pop-up, that's going pretty deep, but under it is the left fielder to make the catch. Here comes Jason Kendall. That is Cindy Chang out there in left field. A low inside corner pitch for strike one. Linda Potter, the AI pitcher of choice, has a good fastball, a good slow ball, and a good left hook. That's it. The right hook is non-existent. It's 2 quick outs. An unfortunate start here, but here comes Leah Wayne. Looking to go yard. That's a high pitch for ball one. Take a little bit of a breather. I would too. This is the World Series after all. More hittable. Grounder. Leah Wayne's a little fast. First baseman's going to get it. Will Leah Wayne make it to first? Yes, she will. And we have one on with 2 outs. We got Vladimir Guerrero now. Going to go for the line drive hit. It's a grounder. Throw to first. There seems to be a little bit of a miscommunication by the first baseman. And we got runners in scoring position. Liz Kinghorn up. She will immediately take advantage of this and use an undergrounder. And I just realized the desktop audio isn't on. You deserve to listen to this wonderful game. That's an undergrounder. Hopefully both runs will score here. Yes, they will. It is a ground rule double. Wayne and Guerrero score from their positions, and the Penguins have a 2-0 lead. All right, now we got Ruth Prout. At first baseman is Jack Doyle, one of the many custom characters available for the picking. Oh dear. Who's going to pitch? It's going to be Linda Potter. Doyle's also a good pitcher choice.
I'm looking for a kind hit here, pitcher.
Good heat, good slow ball, but almost perfect hooks. Meanwhile, Annie Frazier. Bit of an inside pitch. She's going to try and run this one out, but it's right to Linda Potter, who will toss it over to first base, and that'll end it for the Penguins. Now, we have an audio glitch, and we have the Atomic Oysters. So this is their top of the first. Just going to watch as Holly Franklin, the pitcher of choice, strike out the first batter. Franklin, gotta look her up real quick. There we go. She has a good left hook, a 100 left hook, and a 72 right hook. Stamina 78, so that's also pretty good. Am I reading that right? I hope I'm reading that right. Oh well. Yeah, it should be good. It's all good. Leah Wayne specialist. Franklin is both hooks. Good. Good, good. We got it. All right, leading things off for the user Oysters is Holly Franklin. Going to be the shortstop choice. Wasn't she just pitching? There must have been a pitching change that happened there. It's all good. The AI pitcher of choice for George is George Coleman. A little low inside pitch. Holly Franklin's going to foul that one off. Coleman is the slow ball king. There's one of them right now. Franklin is not fooled. She will foul that one, and the count is still 2-2. And Linda Potter is the other pitcher. All right. Good pitching strategy here from JR, but Holly Franklin strikes out looking. Thanks to that weak hook that will sometimes get to you. And now we got Zenon Estrada. A good power hitter Zenon Estrada is. I don't have to look that up. Good power and good contact. So therefore a good draft choice for that first round. First or second round. It's a high slow ball for ball 2. Zigzagger, here we go. That's a strike. Best not to risk those pitches, especially with no strikes. A little outside. There's a deep one by Zenon Estrada. That is going to sail out of here. My goodness. all the way up in one of the decks. I don't know how many decks this building has. It just looks like it's got the one, but Zenon Estrada with a home run, 1 out. Score is now 2-1 Penguins. I could not tell you if Zenon Estrada has been in the World Series before, though I personally have not seen Zenon's name in the World Series, so it very much could be the truth here. K.O. Tool up now. A little bit of a high hook for ball 1. K.O. Tool. Decent hitter. The good catcher choice. However, she's in left field right now. She's a good AI catcher choice. High for strike 2. The high slow ball. That's a sharp hit to center field. Right there is Leo Wayne. Easy falling catch for out number 2. Victor Vaughn. Oh, it's got to be one of the. One of the custom characters. You can tell it's a custom character because Victor Vaughn said a phrase. Normally these guys don't say anything. 1-1 count. It seems the rivalries in the Discord Backyard Soccer League is starting to bleed over into the main rBBL league. As Jibbo is rooting for George all the way here. Victor Vaughn will step on first with an easy infield single. I'll bring up Debbie Nagasawa. Debbie Dingers, as they call her. Good choice by JR to call for the power bat. Too low. There you go. That's a sharp line drive. That will go into the outfield for a base hit. Victor Vaughn is going to see if he can stretch this one. He will. See if Victor Vaughn can score. He's going to try for it. And he'll make it. Speedy Victor has tied this ball game up 2 apiece. That'll bring up Jack Doyle of John Boy fame, if I'm not mistaken. That little wiffle ball league they have in their warehouse. A zigzag. He's gonna hit that one deep into center field. Leo Wayne going back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Jack Doyle has absolutely crushed that one. And the score is now Oysters 4, Penguins 2. I say he absolutely crushed that one, but really any ball that's hit into center field is absolutely crushed. Like, in the outfield part. I don't need to explain myself. Saw the zigzag, was like, I'm used to this. Belted it. These Oysters do not fear the physics-bending pitches that these children are throwing. Cindy Chang is going to swing and miss for strike 1. A speedster, a decent defensive pick. A grounder. There she goes, and no one is on first because Ricky Johnson thought about picking up the ball, and he eventually did. He should have been standing on first base. And here comes Randy Uno. Not the great of a fielder, but a good hitter. Ooh, but that one's hit backwards. Outside, popped straight up. Under it is the catcher. Is she going to make the catch? No, but George Coleman is. And that's going to end the Oysters' first inning. Now we're gonna take some real laggy defense right now. The reason why the frame rate has decided to absolutely slow down on me is that I didn't actually officially render this thing. I have the thing up on a video preview window in Vegas, and so it's more like it's just playing like what the edited project is on the timeline, and it's projecting onto this video preview window. That way I can save time by not having to render this stuff. And George Coleman is up in the bottom half of the Penguins' second. Penguins have scored 2 runs. Linda Potter, as JR has confirmed, is pitching this ball because Leo Wayne is not out. He gave me enough time to do the intro and finish all this up. The strikeout by Linda Potter, and Ricky Johnson is up now, the first baseman choice. Ricky is a very decent first baseman choice, although not a good hitter. Very tall and decently fast. A little too low anyway. That one's hit behind everyone. And the count is 1-2. Had a little bit of a pop up there. Potter's going to run under it. She's going to make the catch. Out number 2. Brings up Claudia Villarta. That's low for ball 1. Villarta is, of course, one of the pro clones. That's a sharply hit ball into left field, and the shift has been fooled, so that's an easy base hit. From Claudia Villarta, a little bit of a hiccup there in the defense. And Claudia Villarta is going to stand up with a double. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Claudia is the Jeter clone, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or she's the oh, what is his name? Nomar clone. One of those two. Yeah, for some reason I'm feeling he's the Nomar clone. I feel like Jeter would have a stronger arm. I could just be wrong. A good catch by Doyle up against the dugout, and the Penguins are done. The Oysters now going to do some work here. A grounder. Andy Frazier. A little bit of a defensive change. I don't have to do a whole lot of commentating here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Linda Potter has 3 strikeouts. Doing some reconnaissance. Easy. 3rd out. And now the Oysters will bat. Leading off will be Linda Potter. And that is a low pitch for ball 1. Potter is a pretty decent pitcher choice, but when it comes to the offense, you can ask anyone who wasn't a Hufflepuff in book number 4, and they will gladly tell you that Potter stinks. I've never used a Harry Potter reference, and I never will again. It's an easy joke to make because it's Potter, you know? But couldn't help myself that one. Throw to first. Just in time. Potter not quite fast enough. We got Holly Franklin. Did I say Hufflepuff? I totally meant to say Gryffindor. I am an absolute fool. See, I don't really care that much for the Harry Potter series in the first place. I've seen some of the movies. I'm like, okay, I get the gist. I know it gets darker, but, you know, not necessarily high on my to-do list. That's fine. Harry Potter Custom Team Season 4. Oh, no. Zenon's back. He's going to shoot that one into left field, but it's foul. That's low. Anyone who was a Hufflepuff was saying Potter stinks. I remember this now because freaking Edward Cullen is the other guy in that tournament. Swing and a miss, strike three, just a little too outside. Those outside pitches are very juicy, but this one was a little too juicy, and there's two out with one on. K. O'Toole, who's also a pretty good hitter. That's a sharp line drive going down the right field line. It's foul. Another outside corner pitch. That one's deep into right field. That one is deep, and Leah Wayne is going to catch that one on her head, but she's not going to actually catch it. It's going to kind of header it onto the ground, and everyone's going to be safe maybe. K. O'Toole thinking about second, but she's going to return to first base. Bat, don't fail me now. I goofed it up. It's one of those two. Bat, don't fail me now. Watch and learn. One of those two. Doing some thinking, some game planning. A little inside for that pitch, ball one. Looks like they're going to use the undergrounder as well. Good move, bottom of the second, two on. And K. O'Toole is fast enough, she might be able to round the whole base. And, ooh, it's off the top of the fence. Vladimir Guerrero spikes that one. Ooh, we might have a case of cheese here. We might, but right now it is 6-2 still. We might have a case there because of the little bit of focus on throwing to the third. It is very possible still that she would have scored anyway. Who knows? Who cares? The game is close enough. You know, I feel like, yeah. All right. Cool. Well, Victor Vaughn is going to go ahead and tag himself out. And we're going to do some more Penguins defense. Jibbo's staying true to his coworker George here. Leah Wayne's going to lead things off for the Penguins, bottom of the third. Outside pitch. There's a deep drive into right field. That one's going back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Leah Wayne. Easy right field home run. And the Penguins have one more run onto their score. It is 3-6. I'm glad I don't have to worry about home field multipliers and having to do math. Now I go Vladimir Guerrero. decent hitter all around.
Beams off this ball.
Gonna stick with a line drive. I feel like a line drive is a good hit for Vladimir. His power's an 82, and some people like to rely on that power, but since it's lower than 85, probably best. Yeah, see, look at that solid hit in left field. It's pretty good. And Vladimir is on with a single. Nobody out. This is a good position for George to be in. Liz Kinghorn is going to try and advance Guerrero to second. Perhaps sacrifice herself. Here we go. That's an out for Guerrero, but Kinghorn will make it to first. And it's basically like nothing happened. Low for strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Kinghorn will retreat. That one's outside for ball two. That was a little bit of a blooper. Board spotter. Throw to second is in time for out number two. Kinghorn slid, but did not make it there. Frazier. Frazier is good at first or second. That one's going to go right to Jack Doyle. He's going to step on the base, and the Penguins are done. And now it's time for some Oysters defense that is having trouble loading right now. And I know why it's having trouble loading. It's because my thing crashed. That's cool. We'll give it some time to see if it can reload. But until then, right now I'm going to go ahead and take a quick minute break. Stay tuned. This is the Backyard Sports Center Network. And don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in action. Let's watch some baseball. If I can find my headphones, and I have. A little bit of defensive work there for JR. Understandable. Very understandable. This game is brought to you by Water. Hydrate. Jack Doyle. Now pitching is Leo Wayne. Very good pitcher's choice. Crazy pitch. Jack Doyle does not want to go crazy in that way. Strike 2. That was foul. Inside for ball 1. As fouled. Jack Doyle looking for his second here. Keeps on fouling him. Inside for ball 2. Full count. That is high for ball 4, and Jack Doyle, very good at bat, is going to take a base. Now we got Cindy Chang. That's a ball. 1-0. Doyle up. This is a good opportunity to advance the runners. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jack Doyle is going to go back to first. The hit and run is canceled. It's done. Bit of a blooper. Going to get out Chang at first, but Jack Doyle is going to be on second. And now we have a runner in scoring position for the already pretty doing good Oysters. Randy Uno's going to look to send one. That's a strike. That's a strike. Good hook by Leo Wayne. It's going to go for the liner. It's going to go for the liner. Uno hits it foul. Pitch to Uno. Fouled away. No balls pitched by Leo Wayne right now in this at-bat. Seems to collect herself after that walk to Doyle, and that's a grounder. To Wayne, throw to first. Easy out, 2 away. We got Linda Potter up now. Gonna use that. He's gonna ground it. Fools the shift, but not well enough, and the Oysters are done in the 3rd. Got Debbie Nagasawa up. That's an out. It seems to be a stolen base opportunity, but they missed it. Now I remember. Marilyn McDonald is the Jeter clone. Claudia is the Nomar clone. I have been giving you misinformation. I was like, why do I feel like the Jeter clone is someone else? Now we got George Coleman. 2 straight foul balls. Potter keeping Coleman on his toes. Pop up. Catch for out number 1. Good run by Doyle. A little bit of a ground ball. Easy play at first. No, Ricky Johnson is there safely. Claudia, pop up. That's another foul out. Now we got Jason Kendall. Pop up. That's a catch for out number 3. We're back, don't worry. Holly Franklin up here for the Oysters in their bottom half of the 4th. This game is almost over. They got this in the 5th to hit. Zen and Estrada. That's Zen and Estrada deep into center. Going back at the track. And he's at the track to make the catch on number 2. O'Toole now. That's a grounder. That going fair? No, it's just leaning a little foul. Perhaps the wind got it. Wayne. Ooh, that's a good pitch by Wayne, but it's a little too high. Just a little outside for ball 2. 2-2, 2 out. Leo Wayne's 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now. Full count. And here is the payoff pitch. Toole deep in the center. That one's going back. It's at the track. It's at the wall. Gone! K.O. Toole, 7-3 Oysters. Good stuff from the catcher of these Oysters, the AI catcher. brings up the custom, Victor Vaughn. Bat, don't fail me now. There we go. Victor Vaughn's going to do a little bit of a dribbler to the pitcher. Will not make it to first in time, and the Oysters are done in the fourth. Now the Penguins' turn to go to the fifth inning. Their last chance here. Leo Wayne's been doing a decent job pitching. 4 strikeouts. There's another one. And here comes the Penguins. Hey, Leo Wayne just got done pitching well. Let's see if she can hit well again, too. They also have another screaming liner if they want to use that. Pretty high. Strike 1. That's a high slow ball. That one's pretty high. That was an easy, should be an easy catch for Cindy Shane out there in left field. And that's out number 1. Here comes Vlad. Comes down to the point where there's 2 outs. You got to use that second power up. Or if you have an already good hitter coming up, hit with power and then have the other guy use the screen. Grounder. Go to first. Out number 2. Liz Kinghorn. Gonna use that screamer. Goes into right. Goes up against the wall. Stuck in the crevice of the wall. She's gonna go to second. Will she make it? The slide. She's in there. We got Ruth Prout. She's gonna just try and get on base. There's a grounder. Ruth Prout's gonna try and run all the way to first. She does not make it. And the Penguins are done. 3 runs. So the Oysters might have this in the bag. It wouldn't hurt to get a little bit of insurance, so that's what they're going to do here after some sped up, freakishly fast defense. George Coleman strikes out. Linda Potter has 8 strikeouts for the user Oysters. Yeah, don't worry. I cut that part out. Don't worry. It's all good. Debbie Nagasawa. Absolute meatball, but it's fouled. Leah Wayne to Debbie. Swing and a miss. Inside pitch is always a good pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. I'll bring up Doyle. Has a dinger already. Low inside. Ball 1. One's fouled. Inside for strike 2. Just fouled away. High. That's a sharp hit by Doyle going into left field. Will Guerrero make the catch? No! Guerrero will assist it in going out of play. Hit the top of his glove and it just went out of the field of vision. Leo Wayne has clearly had enough. Inside. Looked like it was outside, but because that hook is so good, it was inside. Or down the middle, but... Now that's an outside pitch. That's fouled. Actually, I can look at replay right here. That still would have been like considered like the middle of the strike zone. Now that's an inside pitch if ever I saw one, but it's right down the middle, and Chang is going to bloop that one up to the third person. More focused on the person who's not moving. She throws it to second, and there's two on. With one out. With one out for Randy Uno. And she is going to use that screamer. There it goes. Off the wall. This time it doesn't get wedged. This time it hits just the wall. Doyle is going to try and score. Frazier, arm not good enough. 8-0. Which means the score is 8-3. Seems that JR has this one in the bag. Regardless of that earlier possible cheese, but no matter what, it is a more than one-run ball game for sure. And unless JR forgot how to play backyard baseball in the top of the sixth, this game should go to the Oysters. JR thinking about his life decisions up until this point. Trying to get the runners into scoring position is Linda Potter right now. Way to fool the shift. Cindy is out. The throw to second is non-existent. Now we got two on for Holly Franklin. That's a pop-up. Frazier, under it. That's out number 3. Let's take a look at these top half of the sixth. Leah Wayne pitching for the Penguins. That's a strikeout. Cindy Chang up. See if Leah Wayne can strike him out again. She does. Now Victor Vaughn. Swing and a miss. Leah Wayne, 7 strikeouts. This could be 8. We'll see. No, it's a low ball. He doesn't have one that's almost guaranteed to be a strikeout. Slobo sometimes does that. But none of these other pitches are guaranteed. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Leah Wayne ends her night with 8 strikeouts, and the Penguins end their night with 3 runs. Let's see what Linda Potter has 8 strikeouts already. Make that 9. Leah Wayne, who struck out twice. Oh dear. This is a pretty good pitching outing from both players for sure. No runs given up, very few hits. Don't think I saw a single player reach 3rd at the very least. Bringing back up Linda Potter is still there. 9 strikeouts. Ooh, a down the line sort of hit. And we got Claudia Velarde. See if Linda can get strikeout number 10 here. That's a ball. That one is fouled. Oysters gonna give this one to Holly Franklin. Yes, okay, they're gonna get the pitch back to Holly Franklin. She has 3 strikeouts. 12 in total. Ooh, a great pitch to end things off. 13 strikeouts combined for Franklin and Potter. And the Oysters take game 1. Final score, Penguins 3, Oysters 8. Well, that'll wrap things up here in the Backyard Sports Center. Game 1 goes to JR. And we'll see how the rest of the series fares for these 2 teams. But right now, we're going to go ahead and send this off to Mr. Retroactive, who is our stream choice of the evening. Hope you all have a fantastic evening. Farewell.